Hi people, this is Deborah. I want to start out saying that my videos is not for everybody. It's basically for those that are interested in knowledge of interest for themselves. Again, I am given knowledge from within, and I use that knowledge from within for myself, on myself. And when I am led from within to go outside of myself, I will do that as well. Sometimes I'm led to videos, sometimes I'm led to articles, sometimes I'm led to people. And I allow that spirit in me to do so. And I'm not narrow-minded. I've learned in these 63 years that knowledge is all over the planet. So I want you to know that. And also, if you make comments, I try to do a thorough thing whenever I'm giving these videos, to where you may not have any questions. If you do have questions, please go inside yourself. I'm not a preacher. I don't profess to be a preacher. I don't want to be a preacher. I am not a reader, one that palm reader. I don't profess to be that. I am not a witch. I don't profess to be that. I am simply one that comes from the cosmos and the earth. And I do what I do. And the knowledge that's given to me is to break the cycles of the people, generation line that I'm in with, which means my mother, my grandmother, and her mother before her. There are things that they did in ignorance, and so because I'm able to see what they did, the cycles will be broken within me for this family. Now, my subject is going to be about Incubus and Succubus. When I first encountered, well, let me just go ahead on it and just read to you what Incubus and Succubus is. Like I say, as always, I post what I have on Facebook first, and so I'm reading from my Facebook notes. Incubus. Incubus is an invisible male jinn. Jinn. Succubus is a female jinn. What do they do to you? They have sex with you while you're sleeping or trying to sleep. Sometimes it could be in a nightmare. Sometimes it could just be in a regular sleep. It will be, nightmares are pretty much a negative demon is encountering. That's pretty much what that is. Nightmares come from them. Let's see here. Goodness. Okay, so I actually experienced this when I was calling on the name Jesus, Yahshua, Yahveh, Most High, Yah. I was lying in the bed one night, and all of a sudden, cold got on top of me. Something cold got on top of me. And it was having sex with me, and I couldn't do jack shit about it. And when it was done, I had an orgasm. Now, these demons reproduce themselves through sex. Incubus and Succubus. That's what they do. You've been told from those in the conscious community there's no such thing as a demon. Okay. You can believe that shit if you want to. You've been told by Christianity that demons don't get inside of people. You can believe that shit if you want to. You've been also told by the Islam community there's no such thing as a demon. You can believe that bullshit if you want to. And I promise you there are millions out there that have experienced this because of ignorance. Millions have experienced this. When you have a wet dream, this is the result of having sex with the demon. Yeah. Because you were told that dreams are not real. But I'm here to tell you, your dreams is your reality. This earth, this third dimension, is an illusion. And what I mean by that, whatever you experience in the dream world is your reality. So whatever you experience in that world, you're going to bring it to this world or not. So if you have sex continually with a spirit that is negative in the dream world, and you like it continuously, you're going to attach yourself to that demon. And keep in mind, that demon is a destroyer. You're going to bring that thing into this environment. Okay? That's what you're going to do. You're going to bring them into this environment. And when you bring them into this environment, they are now attached to you. And everybody that you have sex with, you're going to attach that demon to them. Now, not only are you going to attach that demon to them, if you get somebody pregnant, that demon is going to be attached to that baby. How about that? That is why it's important that you know how to deal with them. The more you know, the more you can reject. You can't reject if you don't know. You can only receive because you thinking that that's normal. It's normal to have a dream and to have sex with something that you've been told is nothing, because dreams are not real. Okay? They lied to you. Now check this out. They love having sex with teenagers. These monsters are not limited by age. They do not care. All this beast wants to do is to infest. Infest. I-N-F-E-S-T. Infest. The word incubus is derived from the Latin word incubar. I-N-C-U-B-A-R-E, which means lie on. L-I-E-O-N. We also get the Latin word incubo, which means nightmare. Incubo is spelled I-N-C-U-B-O. Okay? Now, this word describes the idea of being communicated of a demon, thought to be a male, that has sexual relationship with women anytime you sleep. Its female counterpart, succubus, is thought to be a female demon that has sex with men anytime you sleep. Note this. Repeated sexual activity with succubus and incubus may result in deterioration of health or mental state or even death. What kind of death? Spiritual death, physical death, no reality death. These are negative entities who you allow to continue having sex with you. They come in different forms. An old girlfriend, an old a girl you want, or a male you want, etc. Honestly, sometimes they come in a form of a relative you love, or at the end of the dream, they want sex. They may appear to you as a family member in the beginning. They may appear to you as a child, or they may appear to you in whatever form they choose to that is known to you. But at the end of that dream, they're going to implement sex. They do that. Now note this. These demons cannot impregnate you. This is a lie that the patriarchal created. But these demons can connect to your spirit because you are spirit too, and contaminate your spirit with their spirit. They can do that. They lie. Just like they told you that the Holy Spirit impregnated Mary in the New Testament. They created that because they want you to think that they came from the cosmos. The males did not come from the cosmos. They were created right here in this earth. Now, when males die, can they go up in that fourth dimension? Yes. Everything that spirit goes up in that fourth dimension, or they go past that fourth dimension. But only the women can go past that fourth dimension, not the men. Why? Because the men did not come from that. They did not come past that dimension. They came from this dimension, which is the third dimension. Let's keep that straight. Now, the patriarchals sadly want the wound man, which would be the women, the brown women, to think some invisible semen made the virgins pregnant, so they can put in the picture that asses was created down in this earth back then. Okay? Are there male spirit demons in the fourth dimension now? Yes. And they are corrupted spirits. Okay? They are. Note this. In your Bible, it says this: for we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers over the present darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in high places. Now that's Ephesians 6:12. Now, where is that place? It's in the fourth dimension. Keep in mind that you were spirit first before you became flesh. And being that you were spirit first before you became flesh, then in order to overcome anything, you have to do it in the spirit, because that's where you came from. And how do you get in the spirit? When you close your eyes, these lenses here, you are going into the fourth dimension, pretty much. And in that fourth dimension, you're going to be met with opposition. And the opposition there could be sex, it could be violence, or it could be deception as far as money. All your pleasures and desires is presented to you in that fourth dimension. In that fourth dimension, it appears that there is paradise, the heavenly place. But catch this snap. Earth was considered to be the Garden of Eden, the whole entire planet. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Now, 2 Corinthians 10:3 says this: for though we walk in the flesh, the physical, we're not waging war according to the flesh, because you can't. Because remember, I said your spirit first. For the weapons of our warfare are not of the flesh, but have divine powers to destroy the strongholds. It's in the spirit realm that you have your power to take care of the oppositions. So when you defeat the opposition in that realm, it won't join to you in this realm. And what I mean by this is that if you continue rejecting those temptations in that realm, then you will overcome and defeat it in that realm. So when you come into this realm, you have energy and power. Because if you allow it to defeat you in that fourth dimension, and you will be defeated. I'll give you for instance. I was in the fourth dimension a year ago. I go there often, but I was in the fourth dimension a year ago, and I was fighting with a demon. And I kicked his ass. And the thing of it is, he left me with a dislocated shoulder. It took a while for that shoulder to heal. I still have some aches and pain from it. But my point I'm trying to make, I kicked his ass. He did not defeat me in that fourth dimension. Okay? You got to see, the only places that you need to be fighting, you need to be overcoming shit, is in that fourth dimension. And how you get up in that fourth dimension is when you close your eyes and you go into sleep, because your soul leaves your body. It leaves your body and it's up in that fourth dimension, and that's where your war is on. In that. Note this: some experience think it is normal, or maybe others are having it too. Please do not console yourself with deception thoughts. There is nothing normal about having sexual encounters with some demonic creature in your dream. That's not normal. But you got some people that say, oh, ain't no such thing as demons. Ain't no such thing as spiritual being. Think about it. Use your brain. If you are a spirit first, before you become flesh, you think ain't some shit still in that spirit realm? Don't get it twisted. You got some good spirits in that realm, and you got some negative spirits in that realm. You got to know who they are. And you'll know who they are once you know who you are. But if you don't know who you are, you ain't gonna be able to, you won't be able to defeat them. They're gonna keep defeating you. They're gonna keep defeating you. Okay? So, many people have these experiences and are too ashamed and embarrassed about them. Don't suffer in silence from succubus and incubus are out to destroy you by infestation of its germs. That's the whole intent. And it comes in a beautiful way. It's not going to come to you. It's going to come to you according to your desire. Okay? If you saw a girl that you liked in this physical realm, and then you dream about her, that's succubus or incubus or whatever the hell the name of one of them damn demons is. Pretending to be that girl. Okay? If you want your ex-husband, your ex-wife, and you have dream about them, and then they want to have sex with you in the dream, that's them. That's incubus and succubus. That's what they do. But there's a catch to it. They're trying to come and infest everything that they can, because they know their infestation will destroy. They know that. Because see, they still spirit. And you in this physical realm, trying to be between the spirit realm and the physical realm. But if you only focus on the physical, you ain't going to understand the spiritual. Okay? Now, how do you get rid of them? Each time they come to you in your dream, reject them every time. Because eventually, like I said, they're going to come in all kind of shit and faking and shit. But at the end, they got to reveal why they came. And it's always going to be sex. Always. or violence or money. So this is how you overcome them. And they're going to keep on coming, but the more you reject them, the more powerful you become. Don't let nobody tell you you have to get some rituals and shit to overcome them. That's some physical shit. You don't need no physical shit to overcome spiritual shit. You got to deal with spiritual shit to handle spiritual shit, okay? In this physical realm, you deal with physical shit. But in that spiritual shit, you candles and rituals and all that bullshit ain't gonna fix that. You got to fuck them up in the spirit realm. You got to overcome their asses in the spirit realm. You got to deal with them the way they deal with you. In the spirit realm. Not no candles. Not no dust. Not no ritual money. None of that shit. Okay? Now, if you do not reject them, they will infest you, and you will transfer this infestation to others in this dimension. Okay? How would you know you have been infested? You will wake up sexually aroused and start ejaculating or masturbating. And I'm talking about the women as well as the men. And I'm going, you know, and I'm just going to straight out tell you what happens. When you start masturbating, it's so hard and it feels like you're going to pull your penis off. The female, you're going to play with your clitoris to the point where you're going to make that motherfucker blistered. Because they rough. They're very rough. They have no regards for tenderness whatsoever. That's how you know. Now, note this. In some cultures, some think this is their soulmate or the twin flame. These demons are called spiritual husbands and spiritual wives. And sadly to say, there are some cultures that think that. Just like there are some cultures that think that the ancestors are talking to us when it is demons that are talking. The ancestors only exist through your DNA. When they pass from this planet, they hang around for 40 days. And after 40 days, they gone. Either they gone to the realm that they supposed to be in, or they reincarnate back in this planet. One or the other. Now, those that sit up there and say they doing tantra, especially the wise, the males, you are the wise. You're not the gods. The gods are the exes. Okay, they are the gods. They're the fallen ones. They're the ones that fell from heaven, not you. Okay, you were created right here in this planet. So you can't give no ex no energy. Okay, she can give it to you. So all you doing with what y'all call tantra is fucking. All you doing is dealing with incubus and succubus. Okay? And that sensation that you're getting, incubus and succubus know how to give you some sensation. I know because I had it my damn self. But see, that's been 25 years ago. Well, actually, what the 25 years ago? 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Yeah, because I was in my 30s. That's been 30 years ago. So I know about it. And I promise you, I was very, very much ignorant. But what I do remember about it, I didn't like it. I got a sensation from it, but I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel natural. It was forced on me, which I could tell, and it was nasty for me. But anyway, I'm not gonna stay any longer. I just want to give you a quick reference on Incubus and Succubus. And you got people out there telling you to use rituals to get rid of it, and you don't. Incubus and Succubus is spirits, demons, and you yourself is a spirit, and you can deal with that and get rid of that spiritually. Just keep in mind, when you go into that spirit realm, which means when you close your eyes to go to sleep, you're in the spirit realm. Always keep in mind that you need to defeat. Whatever you having to deal with, you need to overcome it right then and there. Because if you don't, it's going to overcome you. And don't let people tell you any damn thing. People will tell you anything. Like they told you, get some sage and spray it around the house and shit. That's some bullshit. That is some real, that's a damn money making shit. Just like they tell you, go get, give some money to your ancestors. So they make you go and buy a money ritual. That's some bullshit too. Same thing with burning candles. Bullshit. All you need is to take on your spiritual self and handle things in the spirit realm. Until the next time, have a good one.